Welcome back, guys, to the GameZone Birdroom. Hello. GameZone Birdroom. And of course, it's not the GameZone Birdroom without my babies. The Sega Dreamcast, a legendary games console, died way before its time. So what's my top 10 pick? We're going to find out. So, this is my Dreamcast collection. Again, not the biggest collection in the world, but it is still growing. And this is where I'm going to pick my top 10. It's not my top 10 all-time Dreamcast games. This is my top 10 out of my collection. So 3 games that almost made my top 10 for my Dreamcast collection. First one, Sega GT. Really great racing game on the Dreamcast. Sort of Sega's answer to Gran Turismo. Wasn't quite as good as that, but a huge selection of cars. Great amount of tracks. I think there was 22 tracks with over 300 licensed cars in the game. Really great. Yeah, worth getting on the Dreamcast. Second, it's got to be an athletic game somewhere, and this is a brilliant one. Sydney 2000. Really enjoyed it. Almost bettered my brother at it, which is always nice because his finger tapping is unbelievable, very impressive. So yeah, this is a good game. Also, I like the fact that you can train your athletes up to get ready for the Olympics with like different tasks and that. So yeah. Problem with the Dreamcast cases, the middle always cracks, so your discs rolling about inside it, which isn't very good. And so you get scratched on your disc. Sloppy craftsmanship, Sega. Don't like it. And thirdly, we have Metropolis Street Race. Only recently did I discover this for the Dreamcast. Massive fan of Project Gotham Racer for the Xbox 360 and the original Xbox, the OG. And yeah, what an awesome game. And then I found out that this was its sort of prequel, basically, by the same developers, same creators, everything. And yeah, looks absolutely stunning on the Dreamcast. Really great. Even better when you've got the HDMI cable that outputs the VGA signal. Yeah, just didn't quite get there. So yeah, 3 games that nearly made my top 10.
In no particular order, number 1, Zombie Revenge. Sorry if I sound a bit different. I've been pretty rough this last few days and that. I think I've got this coronavirus, so I've been self-isolating at home. Reason for being in my top 10, this is the child of Streets of Rage and Resident Evil. That's what you would get if them two had a baby. This is the game you would get, and it is brilliant. The game's got wonky controls, the dialogue is absolutely laughable, but it makes the game endearing, and this is why it's in my top 10. And it boasts fantastic graphics, especially for the time. Expensive to buy nowadays, but if you search the net you can find a good deal on it. This definitely deserves to be in anyone's collection.
Shotgun.
Here, take this. A man with golden eyes said to give it to you. How did I get myself into this mess?
Number 2, Sega Rally 2. Awesome game. Not the most well polished game for a Dreamcast. There are better racers on this. It's such a shame that Sega used Windows CE as the development platform for this game, because I think if Sega used their own development tools, this would have easily been able to match the Model 3 arcade unit. Anyway, it may not look as good as its arcade counterpart, but this is still a fantastic game. Sega put some great features on it, and a lot of good memories facing my brother. This game goes really cheap now on Amazon and eBay. Deserves to be in any Dreamcast collection, so go and buy it. This is why it's in my top 10. Number 3, Ready to Rumble. I absolutely love this game. All the old boxing games that were out I always thought were quite slow, lumbering creatures, but this took the sort of Tekken and Dead or Alive route and made it purely arcade. It's fast, furious, controlled superbly, just a fantastic game. Looks beautiful. I think this could have been one of the first games that showed bruising, jaws swollen, and when they're on the floor you can actually see them breathing. Awesome, absolutely awesome. My dad loved this game as well. We had some right close battles. But look at the bruising round his eye. Classic. It doesn't take itself serious. It's got really weird, wonderful characters. So look at the breathing on his chest. Brilliant. Awesome. Good stuff. Reason why it's in my top 10. Number 4, one of my favourite things to do is shoot zombies. I'm a massive zombie fan, as I've said before. Love zombie games, and this is a belter of a one. I was a big fan of the Virtual Cop series on the Sega Saturn. When I saw this in the Sega magazines, and it was like Virtual Cop, oh, I had to check this out. You can't beat shooting zombies. Graphics is fantastic. Look at the detail in them houses in the background and the church. Stunning game. Zombies still look awesome. Don't know why Sega chose green blood though. I've got a feeling it was red blood in the arcades, but might be wrong. The dialogue in this game is, again, so laughable. It's funny and it's good at the same time, even though it's really bad. Great two-player action in this game as well. Hence why it's in my top 10. At number 5, an all-time classic, Daytona USA, 2001. This is a stunning looking game, it's beautiful, the reflections on the cars, that Sega feel to it, the blue skies, cheesy music, that arcade style gameplay. What more do you want? There's not much more I can say about this game, it's just an all-time classic. Hence why it's in my top 10. I don't even worry about slowing down, I just hit the walls, it glides you around. Big upgrade from the Sega Saturn port. Still doesn't quite control as good as the original on the Saturn. That was very similar to the arcade. This is quite twitchy, but you can still enjoy it. Deserves to be in any Dreamcast collection. Awesome stuff. Number 6, Virtual Tennis. Never been a big fan of tennis games on any console until I played this in the arcade, and wow, blew my mind. The simplicity of the game is just so simple, you just pick up and play. Don't have to be an expert to enjoy it. It's a fantastic game, and the Dreamcast port is arcade perfect, basically. Hence why it's in my top 10. If you've got a friend who's similar in skill on this game, you can have some really fantastic rallies. It's a beautiful looking game as well. Arcade perfect. Good stuff, Sega.
First game. Korea to serve. Love 15. All. 15-30. Game, set, and match.
Number 7, we have Virtual Fighter 3 TB, Team Battle, if you don't know what TB stands for. And it's the forgotten sort of game in the series, which is a shame because this was the first to put different layers on the arena, which made it quite unique at the time. Graphically, when this came out, as a launch game for the Dreamcast. It was a bit dated, but sure, it plays well. Plays fantastic actually. Me and my dad had some right close battles on this game. Still love putting it in the tray and giving it a go. First game I ever had for my Dreamcast, sentimental value. This is why it's in my top 10. At number 8, we have Resident Evil Code Veronica. Sorry, I keep losing my voice. Finding it a bit difficult to breathe. This is knackering me out. Anyway, enough of me. This was sort of in between where the Resident Evil series was going. This was the first game to have full 3D backgrounds, but still with the fixed camera angle. So nowadays this is quite a hard game to control. The control physics is pretty poor, but still it is a cracking game. Number 9, it wouldn't be a Sega console with a fully fledged Sonic game with it, and Sonic Adventure is a cracking game, really is. Absolutely stunning for its time. Sure, it's got some questionable 3D angles at times which can annoyingly kill you and stop you in your tracks. But overall, this was a very well made game by Sonic team. The set pieces still, I personally think, look great today. And this, when I first saw this on a games documentary, it blew my mind. And when I've experienced, I was lost for words. Still looks awesome today. Look at that. Killer wow. Beautiful stuff. Oh, that was bad. Lost all them rings. The water effects looked really real at the time as well. I thought that looked fantastic. Yeah, well done Sonic team. Biggest selling game on the Sega Dreamcast. About 1.4 million units, I think, sold. Something like that. Multiple different routes as well, just like the original game. Yeah, cracking stuff. 6 playable characters as well, with all their own different strengths and weaknesses. So multiple replay value. Good stuff, Sega. Hence why it's in my top 10.
Jump on panel number 1. It will take you to panels 2 and 3. Jump as soon as you land on a panel or else you'll fall.
Number 10, we have Shunmu. Game means a lot to me. I brought this off from one of my oldest, dearest friends, Ben. So thank you, Ben. I think I bought this off him for 15 or 20 pound. I can't exactly remember now, but yeah, this is one of my pride and joys in my collection. This game was awesome. Such a big, grand scale this game was. Open world, the amount of things you could do in it. Go to the arcade, talk to, I think, literally every single person, pick up every single item. Just astounding, really is. Graphically, still, I think it still looks good today. A bit stiff, the movement, characters' faces don't animate as well as today's games, but this would look like a good indie game on today's platforms.
No matter how often you ask, I'll never tell.
This game was on 4 discs as well. That's how big it was. And at the time, I don't know if it still is today, it was the most expensive game. I think it cost like 70 million, which you think in '99 was pretty much the cost of the major movies.
Hand over the mirror.
That paid for like voice actors. Obviously,
Or else.
originally this was supposed to be a Sega Saturn game, but they halted production on that to basically restart it
It's buried
on the Dreamcast.
under the cherry tree.
But yeah, when this came out in '99, I don't think there was anything like it. Your character has to get a job, he has to work.
Do you remember
The
Charles?
weather patterns was the same as the historical records for the '80s.
It can't be.
There's so much detail and effort went into this game.
I'll allow you to
Unreal.
die like a warrior.
Questionable dialogue as well, like the famous "Have you seen any sailors?" Classic, still makes me laugh to this day. Where would I find sailors? Probably at the dock, I would imagine, but you know, that's me. Yeah, love this game. You can pick it up for about 30 to 40 quid. Number 2 is a lot more expensive. There's as many copies made, but this one you can still pick up reasonably. And it is truly the only way to play it on a Sega Dreamcast. I do want to play number 2, never played number 2, and I want to pick up the remastered collection for PS4 and get number 3. They finally made number 3 now, after what, 20 years in the making. So I want to pick that up as well. This game deserves to be anyone's Dreamcast collection, it's that good.
Friends.
Hence why it's in my top 10.
Friends. Those you love.
I like the fact that he's dying
Close to you.
and he didn't even tell his son that he loves him. Bit wrong, innit?
Father.
Anyway guys, back to my boat race.
Well, that's it for me, Sega Dreamcast top 10 picks. Just want to take a few moments to say thank you to everyone who subscribed to me in the last few days. Do appreciate it. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed the video, remember to button bash that like, subscribe, take it easy.
GameZone, Birdroom.